History whispers secrets. It tells stories of empires rising and falling, of ideas that changed the world, of people who dared to challenge the status quo. But what about the way we learn those stories? How was our understanding of the past, of ourselves, of the very fabric of society evolved?
Welcome, fellow explorers, to a journey through time, not just of dates and battles, but of the evolution of social studies. This isn't your typical history lesson filled with dry facts and dusty textbooks. This is a dive into the hidden currents of human thought, the whispers that have shaped our laws, our ethics, our very way of being. From the first attempts of social order in Mesopotamia, where laws were etched into stone, to the philosophical debates of the Greeks and Romans, to the modern world grappling with global challenges. Social studies has been a constant companion in our quest to understand ourselves and the world around us. But what if there's more to it than meets the eye? What if the evolution of social studies holds the key to unlocking the mysteries of human nature, the secrets of power, and the very fabric of our own existence? Join me as we journey through time, unraveling the hidden threads of social studies and discovering the stories that lie beneath the surface. The adventure begins now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that might seem dry at first, but trust me, it's fascinating. We're talking about the evolution of social studies and how it all started with the ancient civilizations and their incredible contributions to our understanding of society, politics, and history. Imagine a world without laws, without a system of government, without even the concept of ethics. That's pretty much where we were before ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt came along. These early civilizations laid the foundation for everything we know about social order and governance. In Mesopotamia, we see the birth of writing and the Code of Hammurabi, one of the first recorded legal systems. It's a glimpse into how these ancient people were already grappling with questions of justice, retribution, and social order. Egypt, on the other hand, was structured around the divine rule of the pharaoh. It was a society with a rigid hierarchy where everyone had a role to play in sustaining the kingdom. Their monumental structures, like the pyramids, are a testament to their complex organization and ability to mobilize labor on a massive scale. But it was the Greeks who truly revolutionized social studies with their philosophical inquiries. Plato, with his Republic, explored the ideal state and the role of the philosopher king in governance. Aristotle, in contrast, took a more empirical approach, analyzing real-world political systems in his politics. The Romans built on these foundations, contributing their own insights into law, governance, and social order. Cicero, a Roman statesman and philosopher, bridged Greek philosophical thought with Roman legal traditions, introducing the concept of natural law, which has had a profound impact on Western legal systems. And then there's the fascinating world of historiography, the study and writing of history. Herodotus, known as the father of history, combined narratives, ethnographic, observation, and historical facts to explain the causes of historical events. Societists, on the other hand, took a more critical and evidence-based approach, prioritizing realism and empirical data. So, as you can see, the evolution of social studies is a journey through time, a story of how our understanding of society, politics, and history has been shaped by the brilliant minds of ancient civilizations. From the early attempts to regulate human behavior in Mesopotamia to the profound philosophical inquiries of the Greeks and the practical contributions of the Romans. We owe a great debt to these ancient thinkers, and their legacy continues to shape our world today. Their ideas about justice, governance, ethics, and the writing of history are the foundation of modern social studies, and they continue to be debated and explored by scholars and thinkers around the world. So, next time you're studying history, politics, or sociology, take a moment to appreciate the incredible journey that led us to where we are today. It all started with the ancient civilizations, and their contributions continue to shape our lives in profound ways. To further know about the evolution of social studies in medieval and Renaissance period, here is I.J. Ramirez for the insights. Hey everyone, it's IJ, and today we're taking a trip through time to explore the fascinating evolution of social studies, specifically from Middle Ages to the Renaissance and the Enlightenment period. You might think social studies is all about dates and names, but it's actually a journey of understanding how people have thought about the world and their place in it. And that journey takes us back to a time when religion held the key to everything. The Middle Ages, often called the Dark Ages, were a period of significant change and upheaval. But while we might think of it as a time of intellectual stagnation, scholars were actually preserving classical knowledge, laying the groundwork for the Renaissance. Education in this era was primarily centered around monastic schools and emerging universities, like the University of Paris. The focus was on theology, philosophy, and law, all aimed to understanding God's plan for humanity. A key method of learning during this time was scholasticism, which tried to reconcile reason with faith. Thinkers like Saint Augustine, who emphasized the importance of history in understanding God's plan, and Thomas Aquinas, who integrated Aristotle's philosophy into Christian thought, were influential figures. While knowledge was mainly based on biblical texts, the Crusades and interactions with the Islamic world broadened geographical understanding. This was a time of exploration and discovery, even if it was driven by religious motives. But then came the Renaissance, a period of rebirth and evolution. This era saw a renewed interest in classical Greek and Roman culture, a surge in scientific inquiry, a growing emphasis on human potential. Humanism, a philosophy that placed human beings at the center of the universe, became a driving force. It led a shift in focus from divine plans to human experience. Thinkers like Niccolo Machiavelli, whose work The Prince laid the groundwork for modern political science, Erasmus of Rotterdam, who merged Christian ethics with humanist ideals, and Leonardo da Vinci, considered the first modern historian, all emphasized human agency and the importance of education. The age of exploration further expanded geographical knowledge, establishing geography as a formal discipline. Renaissance universities began offering courses in rhetoric, history, ethics, and politics, paving the way for modern social studies. The transition from a theology-based framework to a human-centered approach in the Renaissance marked the early development of the social sciences, but the journey was far from over.
The Enlightenment, or the Age of Reason, emerged in the 17th century and 18th century, building upon the Renaissance's foundation and taking social studies to a new level. The Enlightenment was a time of intellectual ferment where reason and logic reigned supreme. Thinkers believed that human society can be understood and improved through science and rational thought. This period laid the groundwork for many of the modern disciplines we study today, like political science, sociology, and economics. One of the key themes of enlightenment was exploration of natural rights and the social contract. Thinkers like John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and Thomas Hobbes delved into the nature of governance and individual rights. They argue that individuals possess inherent rights such as the rights to life, liberty, and property, and that governments exist to protect these rights. The concept of the social contract, which posits the individuals agree to give up some of their freedom in exchange for the benefits of living in a society, became a cornerstone of democratic governance. The Enlightenment also saw the emergence of groundbreaking economic theories. Adam Smith, in his seminal work The Wealth of Nations in 1776, established foundational economic principles, including the division of labor, the idea of invisible hand guiding markets, and the importance of free trade. Smith's ideas revolutionized economic thought and paved the way for modern capitalism. Philosophers like Voltaire, Montesquieu, and Immanuel Kant examined human behavior and social institutions, advocating for justice, freedom, and equality. They believed that reason could be used to understand human nature and to create a more just and equitable society. This led to the development of sociology as a discipline, focusing on the study of human behavior and social groups. Enlightenment marked a shift from religious authority to secularism, prioritizing human reason as the primary source of knowledge. This change allowed for the study of history, politics, and society outside a theological framework, leading to the development of more objective and critical approaches to this field. Enlightenment was a period of profound intellectual and social transformation. It laid the foundations for modern social studies by emphasizing reason, individual rights, and the power of human understanding to create a better world. And that's all. Thanks for joining me in this journey through time. I hope you learned something from the evolution of social studies in the medieval, Renaissance, and Enlightenment period. And now, to further understand about the evolution of social studies in the modernity and the education era, let's hear a word of information by Lloyd Hadrako.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into the fascinating evolution of social studies in the modernity era, a period marked by rapid change and the rise of scientific inquiry. We'll explore how industrialization, urbanization, and a growing focus on empirical data shape the social sciences we know today. Imagine a world transformed by industrialization, where cities bloom, new technologies emerge, and social structures shift dramatically. This was the reality of the late 19th and 20th centuries, a period known as the modernity era. This era saw the social sciences evolve from philosophical speculation to rigorous empirical analysis. One of the key developments was the rise of sociology as a distinct discipline. Auguste Comte, often considered the founder of modern sociology, coined the term and promoted the idea that society could be studied scientifically. His theory of positivism asserted that knowledge must be based on observable phenomena and that society progresses through three stages: theological, metaphysical, and positive. Emile Durkheim, one of the most influential sociologists, built upon Comte's work introducing the study of social facts and institutions. in works like The Division of Labor and Society in 1893 and The Suicide on 1897. Durkheim treated that social phenomena as external, objective realities that shape individual behavior. Political science also underwent a major transformation during this period. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels revolutionized theory of historical materialism and their class struggle. Marx Das Kapital in 1867 and Communist Manifesto in 1848 introduced concepts of capitalism, socialism, and the role of economics in shaping social relations, paving the way for later political and sociological studies. Max Weber, a prominent figure in the 20th century, advanced political and sociological thought with his analysis of authority, bureaucracy, and economy and society in 1922. He emphasized the importance of understanding social action and the influence of culture and economic and political structures. The field of economics also experienced significant growth during this era. John Stuart Mill, a key figure in economic theory, contributed to the understanding of markets and economic principles. John Maynard Keynes, a revolutionary thinker, advocated for government intervention in markets during the times of economic crisis, as seen in the General Theory of Employment, Interest, and Money in 1936. Anthropology and psychology also emerged as distinct disciplines during this period. Sigmund Freud revolutionized psychology with his exploration of the unconscious mind influencing how we understand behavior, socialization, and culture. Anthropologists like Franz Boas in the early 20th century began to study human culture scientifically, advancing the field of cultural anthropology and emphasizing the role of culture in shaping human society. The modern approach to history also shifted from narrative-driven accounts to more analytic evidence-based historical studies. Leopold von Ranke is credited with developing historicism, which called for an objective and scientific approach for studying history. The Enlightenment and modernity eras make a dramatic evolution in the way society was studied, moving from philosophical speculation to empirical analysis. This period laid the groundwork for the professionalization of the social sciences and the establishment of the disciplines we recognize today, such as sociology, political science, economics, and anthropology. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Your time. Let me know in the comment section what you think about the evolution of social studies and the modernity era. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos exploring the history and the evolution of our understanding the world. Thank you so much and bye. Bye everyone!